I hope everybody had a great and safe spring break. I would ask you how your spring break went, but I already know you didn't do anything interesting. I'm Jack Bannis.
And I'm Bria Melton.
And this is Wctv. Now we'll talk with Parliament and some updates on next year.
Hello, my name is Jordan Wolfe. I am your new Prime Minister. The Prime Minister is Churchill's version of a student body president, and Parliament is our student government.
Hello, Churchill. My name is Madison Wallace, and I'm going to be your Speaker of the House next year. The Speaker of the House is the equivalent to the Vice President for the student body.
In the past year, Parliament has raised over $12,000 for charity, ran an amazing 7 Wonders of the World homecoming, hosted a successful 5K color run, has had a dozen teacher appreciation programs, has logged over 4,000 community service hours, and has donated nearly 15,000 household goods to the school and community. Over the next year, I will work with Parliament to bring both you and the teaching staff innovative programs and fun gatherings. Churchill Spirit will definitely be revamped with more student-based activities. I want y'all to enjoy next year and be active with school activities. If there's something you want to see us do, please come talk to me. We have an exciting year ahead of us, and I am honored to be your Prime Minister.
For those of you who don't know me, in addition to Parliament, I'm involved in choir, NHS, and JROTC, and so it is very important to me that we work with all organizations all over campus, giving everyone a voice. A project we're going to continue this next year was created by this year's Speaker of the House, Ainsley Harrison, and it's called Threads of Love. We're going to continue Threads of Love and other projects like it that increase positivity around campus. And I'm very excited to be your Speaker of the House next year.
Go Chargers, and let's end this school year with greatness.
Now here's some details on the amazing trip that our orchestra got to take to Austria just last week. Last week during spring break, our orchestra students flew 26 long hours to Austria. 47 students and orchestra director Mr. Thibodeau had their strings performing the sweet sounds of music in Innsbruck and Vienna. Even guest conductor Principal Oxley was there to lend a hand. Students and their 18 chaperones saw just a few of Austria's favorite things. Sites like castles, Mozart's birthplace in Salzburg, places where they filmed The Sound of Music, and also cathedrals, churches, and much, much more during this once-in-a-lifetime adventure. Great job, orchestra, and thanks for repping Churchill.
These are a few of my favorite things. Girls in white dresses with blue satin sashes, snowflakes that stay on my nose and eyelashes, silver white winters that melt into springs. These are a few of my favorite things.
Wow, that looked like such an amazing trip.
I'm sure it was. It looked amazing. Now recently our school donated a bunch of money to charity that we raised by doing the duct tape challenge by duct taping Mr. Ruiz to a wall in the cafeteria. On Friday, March 2nd, 100+ students participated in the duct tape challenge fundraiser. Donations were taken during lunches on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and the winner was duct taped to a wall on Friday. The teacher with the most donations was band director Mr. Ruiz. He beat out other teachers, Mr. Kellogg, Mr. Sakopoulos, and Mr. Lowe's.
We've raised almost $300 in 3 days for Rise Recovery, which is a rehab center here in San Antonio, and we're just really trying to help them out and raise as much money as we can. And we thought this was a good way to have our school compete for a great cause, and as you can see, we're doing a pretty good job.
The Winner's Circle Advisory Committee sponsored the event and raised the money for a good cause.
Hey, take your picture in 3, 2, 1. Yep.
There's also some hot new video games coming out. Here's Adrian's Tech Talk with what you need for the coming years.
Adrian! Dude, we got to do Tech Talk!
I don't want to do Tech Talk.
Come on, man, we gotta review Fortnite.
No, I don't want to.
Adrian, come on. Let's do Tech... Adrian!
What's up guys, I hate Fortnite, it's your boy Tech Talk here, and today we're going to be talking about Kaisa and a couple of games. So the new champion release is called Kaisa, Daughter of the Void. Her backstory is about a girl who adapted to survive the predators in the void after being stranded for years and took on the abilities of a void creature. And now she emerges from the void as an apex hunter, and her abilities resemble Kha'Zix's as he is also a void creature. God of War 4 is a reinvented and different God of War game than the last 3 games. Kratos and his son Atreus are on an adventure where they explore the open world and at the same time bond together over this journey. So this God of War game is not a hack and slash like the other games. It has an open world and you can explore everything in the world while at the same time fighting giant evil monsters that want to kill you. The game will be released on PlayStation on April 20th. Detroit Become Human is a highly anticipated game we've been waiting for since 2013. It's made by the same guys who made Heavy Rain. The game takes place in futuristic Detroit where androids are being built to serve humans as they're programmed. But some androids start to develop feelings and start questioning what their purpose in life is, and at the same time question whether they are real or not. If you have ever played Heavy Rain, then you know every choice in the game counts and will affect the story unlike some other choice games. There are multiple outcomes in this game and you can choose your story when it comes out on PlayStation somewhere in 2018. Spider-Man is finally coming back to the video game industry for the 13th time, and it's making a comeback in a PlayStation exclusive game. Now, Spider-Man had a lot of great video games and also some terrible ones. But this one looks like it will be a really good game just by looking at this gameplay. Now, if you ever have played a Spider-Man game, you know what you're in for, but this game will have improved web swinging straight out of Spider-Man 2 and will be open world, Batman Arkham-like combat, and the guy who voices for Spider-Man in this game is the same guy who voices Ben 10.
This whole place looks like a struggle. Nice jumpsuit. Slimming.
The game's story involves Mr. Negative as he tries to take over the city with his gang and powers. Marvel's Spider-Man is expected to come out sometime in 2018, so make sure to check it out. Well, that's all the time we have on Tech Talk. Make sure you check out that new champion, check out those new games, and I'll see y'all next time.
Thanks, Adrian.
In the world of lightning-fast communication and rapidly developing news stories, it's hard to catch up with what's going on in our world. The news is just so hard to follow. Here's Maria on what's happening in the world right now.
Hi, I'm Azilla. Welcome to Current Events, where we talk about current events. Today we're going to start off with one of the most talked about events recently, which was the passing of Stephen Hawking. Now, Stephen Hawking was a world-renowned physicist, and as well as a professor at the University of Cambridge and an author of 2 best-selling books, A Brief History in Time and The Universe in a Nutshell. He passed away on March 14th due to succumbing to ALS, and has been living with that since 1963. We send out condolences to his family as well as his colleagues. Move on to China. We're going to talk about the President Xi Jinping, who got reappointed as the president without term limits. You might be wondering, how does somebody become a president without term limits? Well, you see, everybody in the National People's Congress in China voted in support of this controversial move. Some people say that the economic success and social stability that's been going on in China for the past couple years may have played a role in this, while others say that it brings in line with his role in line with the military. It is unknown how long Xi plans on staying in power, and what impacts will have on China, politically on China, as well as the rest of the world. Finally, we're going to take it down to the U.S., where the founder of last year's disastrous Fire Festival, Billy McFarland, pleads guilty to wire fraud. You see, last year's Fire Festival was supposed to be a luxurious festival in Haiti, featuring acts such as the Migos as well as Major Lazer. Unfortunately, the festival turned out looking like a refugee camp. He's ordered to pay back $26 million that he reportedly stole from investors and faces 8 to 10 years in prison. He will be sentenced on June 21st, later this year. Well, that's all the time we have for today, Churchill. See you later.
I want to take a moment for the 17 kids who had passed away during the Florida shooting. We all never knew that that would happen or even predicted it. And a lot of friends and families did not get the privilege to even say their goodbyes. So today, the question I ask you is, what's your 17? What's your 17 is a way that you can change the world, to make it better. The way that you can do this is speak to 17 people you don't know, or hug 17 people you don't know. Hey, how are you doing? Just be the sunshine to anyone, and that's how you can make a difference. Those 17 people will not be forgotten. So question is, what's your 17?
Thanks, Maria.
Now we have our very own student, Andrew Bloomer, announcing some awards that the students have won.
Earlier this month at the Regional Technology Student Association competition at Clemens High School, Churchill competed in the film production, video, photography, animation, web design, newspaper layouts, and 3D printing. Churchill had 59 events advanced to state, 26 blue ribbons, 16 second place, and 6 third places. Congratulations to the following Churchill TSA students: Maria Garcia, Tyler Ford, Adrian Gutierrez, Mateo Romero, John Gomez, Bria Melton, Sasha Graves, Zoe De La Rosa, Paola Rodriguez, Alyssa Penrod, Jack Banis, Victoria Morgan, Sarah Bernal, and Claire Golden qualifying for the State TSA Convention in Fort Worth in April. 25 Best in Class were also awarded to Churchill and their TSA sponsor, Miss Robin Morris. Congrats to 4 Churchill Japanese students for their awards at the State Japanese Speech Competition at Rice University on March 10th. Shawnee Espier, 3rd place in Poetry Recitation. Victoria Wendell, 3rd place, Haiku Recitation. Caitlin Reinhardt, 3rd place, Speech with Text. Andrea Lopez, 3rd place in Free Speech. The contest showcased students reciting poetry and presenting original speeches and, moreover, featured a creative display of student determination, devotion, and tenacity as language learners. Earlier this week, NEISD PTA Council held their reflection ceremony at Blossom Gym. They should have recognized 15 Churchill students in literature, visual arts, photography, film, dance, and music, but mistakenly only recognized 3. The 15 students were awarded one of the top 3 places in each category were Tyler Ford, Maria Garcia, Mario Garcia, Colton Kennel, Madeline Carter, Chris Sanamo, Zoe Del Rosario, Claire Golden, Emily Whistle-Littman, Brendan Bishop, Alyssa Penrod, Sarah Burnell, and Sasha Berrigan Graves. Only the top 3% from San Antonio advanced to state, and they were Alyssa Penrod, Sarah Bernard, and Sasha.
Thanks, Bloom.
Now here's halftime in sports.
The wait is finally over, guys. Halftime's back. I'm John. I'm Jacob. And this is halftime. What's up, Wctv? We're here with Caroline and Kylie, and we're going to ask them questions about UIL. So, how nervous are you for UIL?
I'm really not nervous. I'm just thinking about how challenging it'll be to memorize all of our songs in the different languages.
Last year at UIL, we really got a chance to bond as a group, and I think we've made lasting friendships, and I'm ready to do that again.
How proud are you as a teacher for UIL?
Absolutely prepared for all of our students. We're taking 5 choirs this year, so just on the journey and on the path to getting everybody prepared.
So we're going to play a quick game. It's called the Singing Oreo. They're going to have to put the Oreo on the forehead and try to put the Oreo in their mouth. And while they're putting the Oreo in their mouth, they're going to be singing at the same time. So.
Okay, that was so close.
I know, it's so silent.
Oh my god. Okay, there we go.
Yeah! Good job,
Got a
Kylie.
winner right here, Kylie.
Champion.
The vegan.
Champion.
I'm not
Right?
vegan.
Oh.
There we go.
And that's it.
Thank you,
Guys.
Wctv. Bye.
Good luck at UIL.
Oh, thanks. Thank you. Go team.
Morning, Churchill. Welcome to FC Sports. I'm Mateo Romero.
And I'm Albert Perez.
Baseball's getting off to a good start. They actually have a district game tonight, but they were interviewed by Esteban and Tim. Let's take a look at that.
What's up, WC? I'm here with baseball seniors.
I'm Sam Searche, shortstop, and I have an offer from Brookhaven College.
I'm Joseph Garza de la Pena, pitcher and utility, and I'm committed to Texas A&M International University.
Carlos Flores Jr., committed as a right-handed pitcher to University of Houston.
Caetano Rochelle, catcher, committed to Central Washington University.
So, Joseph, why don't you tell us how the season's going so far?
Yeah, so the season's going good so far. We're looking to keep going strong throughout the rest of districts.
We're 11-4 right now, looking to get some more dubs, so come out and support.
All right. So you guys have obviously all committed, but when's your next game?
4:30 today, Blossom against Roosevelt. Be there.
So how's your guys' state rank?
We're ranked 9th in the state currently, and we're looking to get a little higher in the next coming games.
All right. So how about that pig in your games?
We got a rally pig that comes out whenever we start hitting, and it oinks at the crowd.
All right. Very good.
All right, you heard him. Be there tonight at
4:30, Blossom against Roosevelt.
All right, be there. Dub C, come out support.
Thanks, Esteban and Tim. Speaking of playing on the diamond, the girls softball team has also started up their season and looking to rack up a few dubs. With the guys track, Darren Hayes Terrell is number 2 with top performances in 100, and so is Malik Flesher at top 3.
Going on to soccer, boys actually find out today whether they make playoffs or not, so let's hope that they do. And the girls soccer team actually made the spot, so congrats to them. But in other sports, the San Antonio Spurs have actually won 5 straight, which means that technically we could actually still get the 50-win quota to those who said that we couldn't make the playoffs. And also the Final Four is being hosted here in San Antonio March 31st and April 2nd.
That's it for WC Sports.
We'll see you next time.
Bria, let's be real. I'm pretty much better than you at everything.
Okay, Jack, that's so funny because actually I'm a way better baker than you.
You want to bet?
Okay.
All right, we're both going to make something right now, and I want the viewers to decide whose is better. All right?
Okay.
All right, see you in a few minutes.
Nah.
think they're finally done. Grandma's recipe is perfect. Oh yes. Cookies came out marvelous. Mmm. Solid. I think the crowd will agree mine are better.
Yeah, okay.
I just think she's jealous that my...
Run away, I've got to get away from the pain.
Alright, got the trash can. And so let's go. Alright, the box, these are for dogs, 20 pounds or less. It's milk bone. I think it's like the regular flavor. So Black Panther, I saw it, and it was fine, I guess. It wasn't like the greatest movie I've ever seen. It was kind of bland. The villain was excellent, played by Michael B. Jordan. Really liked the female cast. Action scenes were pretty cool, pretty visually interesting. There's some dumb parts. There's a lot of dumb stuff in this movie. There's a lot of dumb stuff. Alright, so that's one dog treat. I can't even think of why. You can't even put it in my mouth without gagging. Heck. Alright, let's go. The water tastes like dog treats now. Alright, so anyways. Yeah, the movie was okay. It's pretty good. I gave it a solid 7 out of 10.
Thanks for everybody who worked on this show and for everybody who watched it.
We hope you guys have a happy and safe weekend, and remember, we have next Friday off.
Bye, Churchill.